My name is Gerrit. I'm 22, and I joined Chicago Movement Gym because I had a pretty serious lower back injury that kept getting worse and worse, and Dr. Kong offered me he offered me a trial period, and within like 10 days I was feeling so much better after 10 months of progressively getting worse and worse through my injury. So I was like, oh, this is it. This is good, yeah. I heard about Chicago Movement Gym through Dr. Kong because I had been going to him for a little while for physical therapy at his Midwest Sport and Spine. And then through that, he said, hey, maybe you should try CMG. It might be a good fit for you. And so that's how I heard about it. When I was in college, I tried to go to the gym because I had access to it, but never really had an idea of what exactly I was doing. So there was never a lot of commitment there. I was just sort of on and off, going to the gym, but kind of not knowing what I was doing the whole time. Because I had no background in organized sport or weightlifting or anything like that, I had no good real concept of what form was for squatting and things like that, which is a lot of the natural movements that I'm doing at work. And so then I sort of came back almost I hadn't seen Dr. Kong for a couple months. I'd be seeing other physical therapists, and then I was came back, I was like, man, this is bad. I keep getting worse and worse. And he was like, hey, okay, would you be interested in trying the Chicago Movement Gym? And yeah, so then that started, and now I'm here and I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah. The day-to-day benefits that I've seen from going to CMG now for the last 2 months, I'm just more flexible and limber than I had been in a while, but I'm also more body aware. I sort of am more in tune with my body. So growing up, my dad was always telling me I didn't really know where I started and stopped. I grew really fast, and I just he's like, you have more strength than you realize, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever, but as a teenager, you don't really process and think of what that actually means. But so, I feel more flexible, and that I have a better understanding of also even how to take care of my body, because I'm able to read the signals that my body is giving me better, just because I'm feeling it's very active, the movements that we do here. You're thinking and taking note of every all the feedback that your body's giving you in order to improve your movements and to get stronger and more flexible. So that just transcends, and it just sort of trickles down into every part of your life. Everything from just simple things like grabbing a backpack and bending down, but also for me at work, I feel much more capable about lifting heavy things and moving about and being on my feet for long hours. So I just, it's everywhere at this point, if that makes sense. I want to be an active 50-year-old. I want to be an active 60-year-old. Not being able to really ride my bike in the way that I had been doing for a year or two prior to the injury, it was very sad. I can't wait. I'm still just getting to the point now where I feel comfortable to really start getting back on the bike and not just be casually riding to and from somewhere, but actually riding for exercise, aggressively and quickly. So I'm just now feeling okay, I'm ready to make that. Because it's a very difficult. I'm riding in a racing position. It's very taxing on the body, and I want to be able to do that when I'm older. The Ido Portal method and what we do here at the Chicago Movement Gym is a school of thought, right? It's a philosophy, a way to move, and so everything we do, I think, is it builds on itself. So rather than just okay, I'm going to go from 30 pounds to 35 pounds now with whatever exercise, it's about adding more complex movements onto your initial movements and further just going from V1, V2, V3, which takes time, but it's about it's about progressing with your body, at your body's pace, and also and as you do that, you're becoming more in tune with your body as you're getting stronger and more flexible.